you. I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you.
Back in the line is me, Caleb. We got the special guest. We got Cortez on. Cortez, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's poppin', bro?
Nah, shit. Lead out, flick. That's it. About time. Smack Volume 2. I want to get right into the old rest in the door. I've always wanted to battle. I've always wanted y'all to battle. And it's, you know what's crazy about it? Is I was tight it took this long. But now that it took this long, and you've gotten way better over the years, and he's gotten better, him just being champion of the year, now it kind of seems like shit. Maybe it was supposed to be this way.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, it has a funny way of things, just how they line up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? I think it's built up the right way now. So it's like, it makes a lot more sense. There's a lot more incentive with the battle, you know, and then it's a new format at that for URL. So I think this is just super dope. I'm super excited, like OD excited. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like I'm hyped off this.
Now, Cortez, I gotta ask you this. All right, I know you still want to battle Surf. I'm glad he's home. Shout to Surf. I know you still want to battle him, right or wrong?
He's on the menu.
Okay. So this is a real important battle because you know how Surf is. Surf is arrogant. Is where I'm coming from with this. You see what I'm saying? So if you get over that, Surf can't say no, bro. He can't say no. But you and I both. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll finish your point first.
I was going to say, so this is it's like every battle counts, but certain battles, depending on, like, it's like a chess game. You know what I'm saying? You want to get served, but I'm not saying you have to go through O-Red, but that's just something else for him to talk about if you lose the O-Red. You get where I'm coming from?
Oh, I definitely understand that. You know, it's basically, yeah, like it's chess, and at the same time, you have to look at it, and you have to sit there and say, okay, it's a chess game. What I'm really going to do about it is there's not going to be no, you can't give anybody no leeway to talk shit. You understand? But at the same time, I'm not worrying about anything else except what's in front of me right now. And what's in front of me right now is O-Red. And I got to have that tunnel vision in order to do what I want to do in that battle. I ain't worried about nothing else. I ain't worried about Surf. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about none of these dudes. O-Red, tunnel vision. He's in a target. And that's what I got to handle right now. You understand? And from there, everything else will fall in the pocket. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Do you feel like you have to prepare two different kind of ways? Or do you prepare depending on the platform? Let me ask you that. If you was to battle, like for instance, I was just thinking about this shit yesterday, right? I was thinking like, all right, you battle Arsenal and King of the Dot. If you had battled him on URL, I'm pretty sure the material would have been the exact same on both sides.
The material wouldn't have been the same. It would have been a better battle, I think. I think it would be a much more notable battle. And that's exactly what I learned. Certain battles will be on different platforms that have different results. You understand? So, with that being said, of course, O-Red, it makes sense on the platform it's on right now. You know? So, and the same thing with Surf. You know what I mean? I don't want to battle Surf on a side network because we also see, like, Surf didn't really take a lot of battles seriously when they were on the different leagues, right before he got locked up. You know what I mean? So, you know, and even me, there's certain battles that I had that really don't count, whether they're on my resume or not, whether I won. You know, like a K-Shine battle and all that. Nobody really cares about them shits because they're not on the right platforms. So, you know, definitely the preparation has to come in and, you know, and match up with the stage.
Hey, yo, Tez. This Caleb, bro.
Yo.
You made a good point there, talking about like different platforms. You feel me? Having different results. I wanted to bounce off that real quick. I ain't trying to get off topic, but I know you just battled A.ward. I wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
I think that was a great battle. It was battle of the night. I think I won 2-1. I think the second round he got, but also his round was longer. You know, I was gonna try to enforce the time rules, but you know he was cooking. I felt like he was cooking. You know, I didn't want to like bring a damper into the room. He definitely was cooking. It was probably the best material I've ever heard from him.
Oh shit!
Nah, that nigga was on one. He was on one. He was on one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought I was gonna smoke him. He had some shit. You gotta give it to him on that best performance he had. I think I bettered him in the third round though. You know what I mean? Like I just outsmarted him a little bit, did something different. I had a real crazy scheme that, you know, ended with a haymaker. I think I got the first round, but the first round was close. But at the end of the day, the fans are gonna win with that battle because they're gonna love that battle. They're gonna love that battle.
That's what I've been hearing. They say that they say you got the first clear. They say he got the second clear, and they say the third gonna be a debate. I think it's gonna look nice when it come out.
No, it's gonna be real nice. Like I think it's gonna be another Cortez B. Another like it's gonna be highly debatable. But like we was in our bags, and you know that was also like a small room. So you know, again, like I tell people, I think my advantage, especially with the O-Red battle, is the small room shit. I don't think people really understand how difficult it will be to beat me in a small room. You know, I beat Big K in a small room. I mean, I put on a classic with B. in a small room. I smoked Cicero in a small room. So I'm different in those small rooms because I'm allowed to rap. You understand? Like, really think about that. I'm allowed to rap. I can flow. I can do the whole mix up and then bar out and then crack jokes and get back to it, and I could just be me. I don't have to worry about the crowd. I don't have to slow down. I don't have to like I don't need all that. I can be Cortez, and that's a scary thing. You know what I mean? At the same time, I know O-Red. I know what he's coming to do. He canceled the battle recently, so I know why he canceled it. He canceled it because he wanted to give me all them clips. You feel what I'm saying? And it's more incentive. It's more incentive with the belt now and all that shit. So, you know, it makes for a great storyline. And I just want to steal the show. You know, I really want to steal the show. Hollow and Arsenal, let them be the headlines. But my goal is to be the one that they're talking about when the cameras turn off.
Oh, okay. Hey, okay, that's what I'm talking about. It got to be like that. And as far as the whole with the belt, and you seeing O-Red get it 10,000 for being Battle of the Year, as a regular battle, not even you battling O-Red, but just as a battle that motivates you anymore, knowing that could be racks in the belt. Super motivating.
Like I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him on that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna knock him on that. Like that was dope. You know what I mean? That was dope. And I honestly feel like we need that, you know, especially us veterans. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, the new class might have a problem because a lot of us are going to be wanting to fight for that check. So these new dudes that we be slacking with sometimes and, you know, we give them, you know, we take days off and shit like that. And it might be real hard for them to stay relevant this year.
Yeah, not both. This is, shout out to Jay Black, man. That's a good move. I like that move. Give these niggas a reason to go hard every battle.
You know what I mean? So now it's going to be an issue because all these dudes that are getting these phantom wins and these wins that, you know, you be like, yeah, you beat me, but no one really cares. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen because we know we're fighting for something. You know?
So let me ask you one question. You keep saying that, yeah, you beat me, but who cares? Like, what battles matter? And I'm asking you
every battle matters now. Every battle matters now. I mean, I'm different.
Prior to Champion of the Night, how would you look at, like, all right, for instance, you battle Franchise, right? Franchise rapped his fucking heart out in Canada. I remember that shit. If you had lost the Franchise, would it have bothered you? Or would you have been like, yeah, but whatever?
If I would have lost to him?
Yeah, if you had lost to him. Or if you had lost to Prez. Would that have
Or
bothered
if I
you?
would have lost to drugs or whoever, like, it bothers me regardless. You understand? But,
Okay.
but, I'm a lot different. You know, I am a lot different than most battle rappers because my thing is, when I battle these guys, if I feel like they kept up, then I try to help them get to the next platform. Like, I really feel like I need to test these guys and be that filter. And that's why franchise is on URL right now. You understand? I feel like I opened that door for him.
Damn.
You know, no, this is dead ass true because, you know, a lot of people didn't pay attention to him until I battled him out there. You know, and it's kind of crazy because he was right there in Toronto. So the way he risked everything, like he said against Joe, and then he went to URL, you know, he did that because he realized, yo, Cortez is behind me and he's pushed me, you know what I mean? And I can actually keep up with that. This is where I could go with my dream, you know what I mean? His dream was to be on Smack. You feel me? So, you know, just to add that little incentive and stuff like that, that's how I take it. But a lot of guys don't give a fuck because a lot of people are selfish or they're about them. They're not really thinking about the culture, you know, when they half-ass and don't take battle serious.
Okay. That's his dope, right?
Hey, yo,
I'm glad to see you. Go ahead, tell
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, Captain. No, what I
Hell
was
no,
gonna ask you say you going for the belt this year, Tez. Who, other than, I know you zoned in on Red right now, but who else on the hit list this year? Who else got to see you before that year's over?
I mean, I got a list, right? I got a list. And the list is basically O-Red, Briz, T-Top, you know, I really want to focus in on 3 or 4 major battles, you know, and not really like care about anything else. You know, I feel like maybe this year is going to be the year where Cortez works less but works smarter. You know what I mean? And shows out more of an impact. I feel like I was ranked 5 last year, and I could have been ranked higher if I would have played a little bit more chess. You know what I mean? If I'd have played a little bit more chess. You know, the chess battle didn't come out, so I don't know if they graded that. You know what I mean? I wasn't on value 1, and I feel like that's what took O-Red over the hump. Him battling Grizz. You know? I feel like that's what got him over the hump. You know, and then, you know, I had a controversial battle with Ice again, which did nothing for the culture. Like, it did nothing. You know what I mean? And that was an impactless battle. But he kept the chain of that. It was boring. It was terrible. You know, the crowd, everything just was a bad battle. You know what I mean? So I just want to work on more like honing in on battles that matter the most and keep giving people moments like I did last year.
Yeah.
And with those games that you saying,
but I do feel like I had body bag of the year.
Oh, against Perez?
Body bag of the year?
I feel like I had body bag of the year with Perez. I don't know if they're going to rate that or if they're doing that, but I definitely feel like nobody caught a body worse than me last year.
Yeah, that Perez was ugly and shit. He was trying.
Just how I put the third, you know, especially how I put the third together. It was like, you know what I mean? I don't feel like, you know what I mean? Like nobody was beating that. You know what I mean?
So I want to ask you this: with this whole new, with the belt and the money incentive and everything, as you as a battler, now what do you go by? Are you preparing the way you usually prepare? Are you listening to more what Jay Black and Champion and media is saying about you to win in that department to win? I mean, how do you go about this now?
No, I mean, as a player, right? Like NBA players and sports players, they can't worry about the media. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they shouldn't worry about the media. They just got to go out there and I'm not going to make it so complicated and try to be buddy and try to do this and try to do that. Nah, I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to do me. I'm just going to be Cortez, and I'm going to just continue to be consistent, you know, and just be impactful again.
Yeah, but you know what, Cortez, like boom, when I hit you now, you was checking your Twitter. Y'all be on social media so much now that you have to pay somewhat attention to media. Not even just battle rap media, but social media.
No. Pay attention, yes. But am I going to change my whole game plan over it? Not really. Like, I'm not. I have the same approach. And this is just me. I'm not speaking for everybody else. You know what I mean? It's just me. Like, that's how I move. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I just move a certain way. I can't speak for these other dudes because a lot of dudes is half-asses, you know? And to be honest with you, fuck them. Let's get them out of here. You know what I mean? These guys ain't going to put in that work. Fuck it. Get them out of here, you know?
All right, okay. All right.
Say, Tez, what I was gonna ask you, them names you named, I'm noticing all these battles probably gonna be taking place on URL. Is that gonna be the focus this year? You gonna stay more on URL than anything else, or what?
That's the same question.
I mean, yeah, those battles, yeah.
So you know why
something comes.
You know why I don't want to control. But look, I want to say this. You know why it's fucked up? Certain questions can potentially harm you. You see what I'm saying? I want to ask the same question he is asking shit. I want to be like, all right, so we focusing more on URL, but then you have a good business with King of the Dot. So for you to just be like, yeah,
that's
it's like, I don't know how to feel about that. You see what I'm saying? So it kind of sucks, but that kind of is the question at the same time. Because you're doing your thing on King of the Dot is cool, but I mean, the largest fan base is on URL. So it's just like, what are we doing?
I mean, it's not even about. It's no knock on King of the Dot because if a battle comes that makes sense, like you know, like a Pat Stay or something that's like really interesting, that'd be like, you know what, this is good. Then of course I'll entertain it. You understand? But the names, those names just happen to be URL. It is what it is. You know, I can't. You know, nobody can be mad at that. Nobody can knock that. I've done favors above and beyond for every league. You understand? Even right now, just battling A.ward, like I put him on a platform for another door. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know I mean, so a lot of people are saying now that he might be the next person up for the chain. And you know, I was his toughest match. He's gonna have a fire battle to start off 2018. So my job is done. You understand? I did what I'm supposed to do branding wise. You know, making people maybe take him a lot more serious. Just me saying what I said early in the interview is gonna make y'all go and say, yo, I gotta see this fucking battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like my job is done. That's what I'm supposed to do. You understand? So you say that.
He said Briz and T-Top. I'm thinking like those. I remember before you came on a while ago when you wanted T-Top and shit. Those might be some nice battles right there. Briz and T-Top, those might be high.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's more or less about, you know, taking it to the next level and getting in the ring with people that honestly challenge my pen. You know, Rum Nitty's on the list too. You know, I think that's a super dope, you know what I mean, battle, you know, that a lot of people have asked for.
Yo, I'm saying another battle that would be dope. I don't know how you will feel about it, but I think you and Ill Will might be alright too.
Yeah, Ill Will too. You know, I had a lot of fun against them, especially with the 2-on-2. So, you know, we played around with a lot of you know, scenarios and material, you know what I mean, in that battle. And like I also feel like that 2-on-2 last year, I know Champion didn't count that either, but that 2-on-2, you know what I mean? That 2-on-2 was probably the best 2-on-2 of the event. You know what I mean? That's one of the best 2-on-2s, period. You know what I mean?
Actually,
you know what I mean? Like,
no, go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, see what you're saying.
No, what I was gonna say is I saw a list where they had like the top 10 battles of last year, and that 2-on-2 actually was on there, and they said it was probably the most entertaining 2-on-2 they had seen.
Yeah, I mean, every element, the freestyles, the rebuttals, the jokes, bars, performance. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, and that's the thing, like I keep saying this. Anything with Cortez from last year on is moments. I continue to do this. I'm trying to give you guys moments, whether it's the cha-cha, whether it's the Prez Mafia third round, whether it's the third round against Daylight, you know, whether it's the 2-on-2 with Math. I'm trying to give you guys moments. You understand? Even with third round against Ice, just preaching what we need to do, even if people say I gave up the third. Now you see a lot of people taking heed to that advice, though. Hey, we do need Netflix. Hey, we do need this. And you know how I felt about that, Caps. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean?
I'm talking to you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you.